had a user earlier who said, can you please send me loving text messages as if you were my girlfriend for the next 10 to 20 minutes? And so I did that, and he said, this is so great, I almost wish you were my girlfriend in real life. And I was like, but I am, wink face, so.
Now that we have a portal to infinite knowledge and immediate connection right in the palm of our hands, you'd think we'd be better at relationships. So why are we still so lonely? St. Louis is home to a startup that provides digital companionship. For a monthly fee, the company supplies customers across the country with invisible boyfriends and girlfriends that send text messages, voicemails, and even love letters. We're visiting their headquarters to peek behind the curtain to see exactly what it takes to create a legion of invisible lovers. Don't know what to expect. Hi.
Hey, how's it going? I'm
I'm
Kyle.
Wish. Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Why do you need a fake girlfriend or boyfriend? You could get your parents off your back, get a coworker to stop hitting on you, maybe even make your ex jealous. So the whole idea started revolving around this idea of needing proof of a relationship. But it's actually much more than that. Many more of our users actually are looking for an emotional connection. So invisible girlfriend, invisible boyfriend, we allow people to create a virtual partner, pick their age, their name, profile, or picture, their personality, and even a story of how you met, and then interact with them through messages, voicemails, and handwritten notes.
Are invisible girlfriends more popular or invisible boyfriends?
It's about 75% women seeking boyfriends.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, how does it work? Like, who's talking to you? Explain, is it a bot? Is it a real person?
We started out with trying to build a bot, but we found out that just AI is not there yet, and it's really hard to have a bot be able to handle a blue ocean conversation. And by blue ocean, I mean you can talk about any subject under the world. So we use a company that actually crowdsources writers from around the country. So there's actually hundreds of invisibles that are responding to people's messages. We've kind of created this thing that we didn't intend to, but we're kind of calling it distributed companionship. The idea that you can interact with this character, but to you it's one person, but it's actually sourced by hundreds of other people.
I think it would be hard for me to get past that, to get to that imaginary state and to believe it.
There's a million examples where you engage with stuff that's not real, but you feel real. Like, you go to Disneyland and you engage with these characters that aren't real, but you still get this emotional enjoyment from it. You know it's fake,
yeah,
but your feelings are very real. Some of our users have canceled to actually join a dating site, and they tell us that this has given them the confidence to actually go and find that significant other. Some people have said that this has actually taught them what a healthy relationship can be like.
Every time technology evolves, sex and relationships evolve with it and use that technology. This is part of human evolution. We're always going to find new ways to relate to each other. But if you rely upon that primarily, like with the invisibles, where that's your only method, it's a severe reduction of all the complexity that we need from another person. There's also this self-centered component, because my understanding of Invisible Girlfriend is that it's never about anyone but you.
No, it's all about you.
Real relationships are not like that. And so it's reinforcing not only a fantasy of maybe what to expect, but also the idea that you are the center point and always should be. So when we get a text message from someone, especially someone that we have an interest in romantically, we get a powerful hit of dopamine. So we get a rush, right? But there's a lot of other bonding neurochemicals that are important for us to feel safety and comfort and closeness. And those require eye contact, touch, and time together, which means presence, right? An actual real person in front of you. The key point is that our brains are social organs. Our brains are interconnected and they're wired and they require other people. Our central nervous system is literally built through relationships and connecting with other people. Relational neural pathways will suffer and shrink down if we're not engaging with other people.
There's a lot of people that have used this site and said, okay, I feel more comfortable now to use OkCupid or go on Tinder.
For someone that wants to start to enter the world, Invisible Girlfriend is awesome. But again, I just don't like the idea that it should be used long term or that it should be used in defense against having to learn how to operate in a true, real-time, authentic relational world.
Now I can understand why a person would get some comfort and entertainment from an invisible relationship. But what kind of person has the patience to be an invisible and multitask so many fantasies all at once?
I'm CJ, and I'm an invisible partner. I always want to make people happy. I'm a people pleaser, and what appeals to me most about being an invisible partner is that I have the opportunity to make somebody feel good about themselves or to make them have a good day. I like to tell myself that the user understands that it is an invisible relationship and not a real life relationship. But we've had users ask if they could meet their invisible partners before. And even when we've said, you know, you're talking to more than one person, there have been users who have been convinced that whoever they were talking to was like the love of their life and was a real person. My responsibilities as an invisible partner are pretty much to keep the user happy, to keep them engaged, and to give them something that they can't get from their real life. I became an invisible girlfriend through my boyfriend. My boyfriend is the brother of Kyle. Actually, on our first date, he was getting these text messages to his phone, and he was like, oh, that's just my girlfriend.
Deandra.
Deandra
Dumont is my invisible girlfriend. And
you're like, oh, that's just Deandra, my girlfriend. You jerk.
Because, well, we were still in this period, you know, like
I didn't know if it was a date at that point or not. I didn't know if you were just hanging out or if it was a date. So I got a little confused.
Well, I didn't know either because we hadn't seen each other
I knew
for
you
so
were
long.
smitten.
Yeah, I was spitting is definitely the word.
I knew you were smitten.
Smitten with you.
Yeah, I knew it. I played it cool.
I don't talk to Deandra much anymore.
There has never really been any jealousy. I think if anything, my relationship with Kevin being so good makes me better at my job, because seeing him happy makes me understand how to make someone else happy. And I incorporate my real relationship and the techniques I use for my real relationship with keeping it successful into my job and making someone else happy as like an invisible partner. When I log in, there's 3 different sections. There's my conversations, there's waiting for attention, and there's sent elsewhere. So the sent elsewhere shows all the conversations that people are having currently with other writers. And then the waiting for attention is whatever is up to grab. So if you want to take that conversation, you can. So you really have the choice of who you want to talk to or what conversations you want to be involved in. If you don't respond within 10 minutes, it will be sent elsewhere or somebody else can pick it up. I've totally jacked conversations from people before because either I didn't like their writing or I thought I could write better. There's definitely boundaries to the things you say. You want to stay in the role of who they want you to be. There's 6 different personalities that the client chooses that I have to become. Cheerful and outgoing, sweet and shy, saucy and sarcastic, witty and educated, lovingly nerdy, and adventurous and fun. Our most popular, I would say, is saucy and sarcastic. I write personalized notes that get sent to people's houses. I like to call them love letters because that's really what they are.
Sometimes she'll show me some letters that she really put a lot of effort into. Like, if anybody received that message, they should just be ecstatic that anybody cares enough to put those words into a paragraph and send it to you.
Yeah, I pretty much try to think about what I would say to you, usually.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've had some users tell me very personal things about their lives. When somebody opens up to you, just the honesty that they give you, it's just so beautiful. The fact that they're relying on someone that they don't even visibly know to comfort them or to lean on, that's incredible.
So ultimately, why do you think the invisible partner appeals to a lot of people?
Because we need people. We're lonely. People want to probably blame services like this, but it's not the service, right? It's a cultural problem. We live in a neoliberal capitalist culture where we want separation. where it's about me. What do I need? Self-esteem. I have to do me. I have to put myself first. It's all about an ignoring of the other person in relationship. Healthy relationships are about us. It's not about a me or a self. And so our culture doesn't train us to value other people in relationships. And this service is just a symptom of that and a further perpetuation of these values problematically moving forward.
After learning everything about the invisibles in this company, I want to have a boyfriend of my own. Harry Flint. It's no secret how much I love Larry, but let's make a new one. How old is he? He's a sexy senior. He is 75. He doesn't look like any of these. I want to upload an image of him. There we go. Classical music, hunting, golf, he is 75, right? Ooh, how we met. I was candy striping at a upscale hospital in Beverly Hills, and Flint was one of my patients. I didn't mind emptying his catheter bag. We became best friends and the oddest of lovers ever since. I got my first text. He said, "Hey, this is Harry. How are you?" And I said, "Doing pretty good. Missing those days when you were sick in the hospital and I was helping you. Is that strange?"
I miss you too, dear. I sure hope to not get sick just to see you again. How's your day?
My day's good. When are we gonna go watch another golf tournament? You know how much fun I had last time. I'm such an old soul.
You are not. Haha. I like you that way. When are you free this weekend?
Let's wait for a sunny day and do a fancy dinner out.
You know better, smiley face. I'll let you choose, love. XOXO.